Oh, hey everyone. This your girl. I'm back. I'm back. Well, they told me I can come on live. I'm at the sleep study. So I decided to come back on and they'll hook me up last. I think I'll be last. But I want to come back on because we was having such a wonderful time. Um 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 I'm trying to get back on, yeah. I am on, but and I did come back to StreamYard. Okay, okay. So here we go. Um, y'all come right on in, and okay. I'm trying to see some. Y'all come on back in. Let's come on back on. They let me come back on. So they let us in at 8:30 on the money. She remembered me from the last time. It's the same girl, Catherine. She remembered me because I went live the last time I was here because then I was with Orlando Health and so she remembered me then. I was just gonna go Facebook Live, but we had so many people coming on that I chose to go ahead and do StreamYard so that people that don't have Facebook they can come on, as well. They can do YouTube or something like that because we are streaming on YouTube as well. So y'all come on back in. Y'all come on back in, and let's see what we gonna do here. Um, Come back on with your girl Brenda P. Let's hang out a little while here. Here in my little sleep study here. I'm trying to get this light out my face, but I'm sitting right up under the light, so I guess it gotta be like that. Uh, uh, yeah. I want Marie to come back on. I did say 9 o'clock, and it is 9 o'clock. Yay! It is 9 o'clock. We was able to come back on. Hey, 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 hey. It is 9 o'clock, y'all. We was able to come back because we had a really serious conversation going, and I'd like to come back and let's go back over that a little bit. Let's talk a little more about that because we had a real nice conversation going. And, let's let some more people get on. Um, we'll be able to come from everywhere. And let's see. I'm trying to hold this up here. Yeah, y'all come on in and be good. I'm gonna have to take my hair down when I might well take it on down because when they come in, I gotta take this down. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take it down when they come in. So I know y'all know it's done growed along. It done growed long, so I'm gonna have to take it down. Um, yeah, y'all, we was having a very, very good conversation, and ooh, okay, there we go. Oh God, y'all, this stuff done growed so long. Uh, yeah, we was having such a good conversation, and I thought I'd try to come back on and see what we can. Oh, that's that. I thought I had done lost the whole piece of hair. I can say, oh my God. But whew, let's see if I can turn it to the side here. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, we was having such a wonderful conversation. And I done got in and y'all see I done got in and got myself ready. And I did ask her and she said she'll let me be last. Because she knows me from the last time, and so we can get back on our conversation, and we can talk about our conversation a little bit. But I want y'all to know that the conversation that we was having was really a really important conversation about when you have children and you don't raise them, and when they get grown, you don't want to let them depart. You don't want to let them go. I don't agree with that. That's not a good thing because, like I was saying, that can be kind of tough there because then you can look at that so many different ways. You want to allow your children to go out in the world and be all that they can be, educational wise, um schooling, get the education that they need, get away from this trifling world that we have, send them off to college or something. Everybody ain't gonna go to college, but like I was saying, that a lot of time we spoil our kids. Okay, we spoil our kids. Tonight's topic was, um, um, once you raise your children and you don't want to let them leave. Once you raise your children, you want to allow those kids to um experience adult life. You want them to experience being an adult. Because I mean, there's some children that's grown in age, but they are childish still. There's some kids out there that don't even know how to be on their own, and if you don't be an example for them, you're messing them up. As I was saying, before we left, earlier, I was telling y'all that I don't believe in my nieces and nephews and stuff like that. Unless it's family or stuff like that, I think they would prefer being around kids of their own, their own age, because, I'm old fashioned, and, to keep a level of respect, you don't want to just say, hey, I need y'all here with me. I need y'all to do this here. I need y'all to do this here. No, enjoy your life unless we're doing something as a family or something like that. Or like I was telling y'all, when I have gatherings to my house, I have gatherings at my house. I bring yeah, I do have gatherings sometime at my house with my friends. But if I got my friends there, um my friend don't bring their adult daughter or their adult son. I don't care if they're 25, 30. This still your child. It's not my child. And I am not hosting a house for the young adults. Okay, so I prefer being comfortable, and then there are a certain way that we should conduct ourselves. In other words, we shouldn't. I mean, there are some conversations that no matter how old your child is, that you and your friend have, you shouldn't include your child in it. I've also seen where children get in grown folks' conversations. How are you gonna, me and my best friend have a conversation, and my child go check my best friend because me and my friend ain't getting along? So my child hear me talking because I'm sharing information with my child that really shouldn't be, and my child decide they're gonna go check my friend. You see, that's how children get messed up. You know what I'm saying? I think um even when they're grown, they should stay in their own lane. They you know, even when children is grown, they are still children's under their parents, even though you always say that's my child. That's my child. And most of them is respectful, but we do have children that is out of control now. They're out of control because of what? Because of how we brought them up. Not because they wanted to be. It's because of how we brought them up. And I would say to a certain extent that we cripple them at times. If you are a person that um, you don't want to let go of your children, I would think that once the child had growed up to be an adult, you would wish them luck. You would wish them well. You want to help them now. Oh, I'm finna help you get your own place, child. I'm finna help you get on out of here. You need to go on and get on out of here. Go on. You know, they go to having all them babies and stuff. And a lot of them, it's good to help them. But don't allow the young girls to go out there and just lay on their bike all the time, just study lay on their bike and you babysit the whole while. I don't believe in that as well. If you get out there and you lay down and you have all these babies, then be able to be a parent to them. You got some grandparents. Oh, my baby, my baby. Of course, grandmama's gonna love their babies, but do you step in and just take control and take the baby from your daughter or your son so that they don't have no type of responsibility? Mm-mm, that's not good. I know before I left the house, we was talking about the kids that get on drugs and stuff like that. How can you allow a child to be up in your house that is on drugs? How can you allow that to be someone that is on drugs and you, like I told y'all, those people, if those kids is on drugs, it's a possibility they can hurt you. I'm telling you, it don't matter. They can hurt you. As a matter of fact, sometimes they might kill you. I'm telling you. So you have to be the parent that you're supposed to be. I understand some of y'all got relationships with your children where you think it's okay to um, go out with them. You think it's okay if you have a drink. You think it's okay to share a drink with them, or whatever your duty is. I just don't believe in that. That's just me. Now everybody's different. Like I say, that's just me. Okay. Um, I understand, and I wish everybody luck. Uh, I think it's a good thing that you have a relationship with your children, but the disrespect come from when you allow certain things to happen. And I hear a lot of parents, they say, I don't care. I brought them in the world and I'll take them out. I brought them in the world and I'll take them out. That's that word that you say. But when you are allowing them to do disrespectful things in your home, if you allow them to bring their significant other in your home and sleep in your home. And then when the disrespect come, it don't have to be them disrespecting you. It could be whoever they bringing in your house. You don't know who you bringing in your house. Um, there should be a level of respect. I know when we was coming up, like I said, my mom didn't play that foolishness. You ain't bringing your mate, and if you ain't changed your last name, they not coming up in that house. Not my mama's own. That was just my mom. I don't know how everybody else is and how people raise their children. Everybody's totally different. But I just know what Thelma Patterson didn't allow us to do. Now there are so many other, and then you be out in the same neighborhood and, you say, well, her mama let her do this here. Her mama let her do this. And some of us was raised strict, had a little stricter rules than the others. You know what I'm saying? Now with me, I was a baddie. I was old badass. I sneak out the house when mama go to work. My mother raised us. She was a single parent. She was married, but my father stayed in and out of prison all the time. My dad was not, home with us, but I loved my dad unconditional. But my dad was not there to help my mom. So I commend my mom because one thing she didn't do, she had boyfriends, but she didn't just move a man in over her girls. You have to be very careful when you got girls in the house, um, because you got these grown men that'll molest your childrens, and some of them they're there. I remember we had a conversation once before about how do you know when a man wants your daughter versus yourself, and we were talking about vibes and stuff. But when your children finish high school and stuff, let them know that you love them and you support them. Do not, I know it might be hard for some, but it's okay for it to be hard. I know, I'm trying to get this keyboard up here, y'all. I can't see who all is on here, to be honest with you. I'm trying to see something here a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me see something. Um, let's see here. I'm trying to do something. Okay. Let's see something. I'm trying to. Okay. Okay, I see it now. Okay. 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 Y'all know I'm in here, so I'm trying to get this in back up here. Okay, I think I'm about right there. Yeah, but like I'm saying, a lot of times we can fault ourselves for things, and what about the times when you got kids out there that wasn't raised right, and they out there and they get hooked up with these games and different things like that. That come from sometimes you're not encouraging them to do better. It's because then you allow them to do anything in your presence, and then if something happens, believe it or not, you're part to blame. We love them so much that we love. Sometimes I've known people to love their children so much that they love them to death. They loved them all the way to the grave because of the way they were raised. If you out there and you see your child is headed down the wrong path, you know there are times that some of us might can do something about it, and then there's sometimes that you might not can do nothing about it. But I would want to definitely be the one person that can say, hey, I think I want to make a difference in this person's life. I want to do the best that I can to um, help my child. I want to see if I can talk them into going to college. I mean, these are things they should have their own goals and what they want to do in life versus laying around the house. If you allow that. And then I was telling y'all about my friend. She said her son just tore her house up, just came in on that stuff and throwing stuff, tearing the house down. See, that'd been me. I got the first thing I'm gonna do is get my gun, because you don't know how many times have y'all seen where uh, children came in on drugs. They don't think right. If they under the influence of drugs and stuff, they don't think right. They're not their normal self, and it's too late once incidents done happened. Okay, once it happens, ain't no bringing you back. I can't bring you back if I done killed you. Or if you dead, you dead. You can't bring yourself back. So we need to keep in mind that no matter how you love them enough to push them to do better. Love them enough to push them to do better. Encourage them. What's instilled in a child will stay there. If you bring them up in a decent way, then they'll never forget that. But if you let them do anything they want to, do anything, some of us allow these children to sell drugs and come right back in the house, and then you taking the money, but then as soon as something happened, you want to pretend that you didn't know. Ain't no child living in your house selling drugs and you don't know about it. We got to do better. Ain't no child coming in your house bringing you $1,000 or $500 or $600 and you not questioning where it's coming from, you know something ain't right. You know, if you one of those type of parents, even though you've done that, there is never too late to say, hey, I know what I did and I forgive, I'm gonna ask you to forgive me, but I got to stop now. Stop before the wrong thing happens. Stop before you be around and watch your own child to death. That's my opinion on stuff like that. I believe that grown folks should get out and get their own place. That's just me. I have friends that they take care of their grown children. I mean, but that's a parent gonna do that. But do you give them chance to learn and experience life on their own? Can you step back and allow them to be grown? I've known some girls, they say, I do not want a mama's boy. I don't want a mama's boy. That's where a son done came up and he love his mama. His mama love him so much that you act like you go with your mama. Yeah, you act like you go with your son. I've seen some stuff like that happen, and that means a young man can't take care of his family because the mama is always in the business. How is he going to grow up if you're always there in the business? Disrespecting his fiance. Some of them disrespect the wife, and you shouldn't be where you done got out and you branched out and you done got married. You shouldn't allow your wife to disrespect your mom, and you shouldn't allow your mom to disrespect your wife. Remember, once you get out and a child branch out and they get married, your wife come first. And some people is never gonna respect that though, because I love my mom, I love my mom. But when you get your hand in marriage and you become a soulmate to someone else, a rib to a gentleman or something, you are his priority, and he become God first and then your husband. That's the right way it go. God first, then your wife. That's the way it is. Some of them say God first, then their children, then their husband, which that's not the way it go. Okay. But we got the world. Life itself is a struggle. Life itself is messed up. So we have to deal with stuff like this on a daily basis. Okay. Don't y'all forget to like and share the lives. Okay, like and share the live. I'm trying to see here. I'm in another room here, so I'm kind of like can't hardly see what's going on here. I see people jumping on, but remember we coming in from different places. We got stuff from everywhere coming on from everywhere. So um, y'all come right on in. I'm trying to see where we at now. Yeah. Uh, okay. And okay, so it's saying I'm live. No, that's not the one because I done jumped off. Okay. I'm trying to see him. Yeah, so I don't know, we probably won't get as many back on that we had on, but that's okay. That is okay. Because I did come back on and was streaming, okay? Um, we're not gonna stay on long, but I just wanted to come back on and we talked about that just a little bit more. Uh, I'll be on tomorrow night. And tomorrow night we'll be doing bariatric, okay? We definitely be on. Hopefully, I'll get my schedule a little bit different. We get back right. Y'all do know when these appointments come on, uh, we have to go to our appointment. It's a good thing that we make sure we do our appointments. Um, okay, I think I got it, y'all. Okay, I got it. I finally found it. Okay, I finally found it. Okay, I got it now. But yeah, we definitely have to, you know, do what we have to do as far as not just for ourselves, but for the children too. If you cripple your children's, it's nobody's fault but yours. And then sometimes the way you raise them, you do more harm to them than helping them. And then when something happens, you don't want the blame, but the blame should fall on you because you was the one that created the problem. I mean, sometimes we don't want to admit that, but sometimes we're our biggest enemy. We create our biggest problems, and you got to know how to clean up what you mess up. Sometimes you have to know how to clean up what you mess up. Sometimes I got me some snipes in here, y'all. I do got me some okra bites. I got me. I'm gonna have to take my hair down. Y'all know it's too long for me, so I okay, I can't take but a swallow of that. Gonna get my little snipe here. Um, let me show y'all what I got to snipe on, which I need to be. This ain't gonna work. So okra chip. I ain't gonna be drink nothing else. I just want to show y'all what I had in here. But mm-hmm. This is a good little snipe here. Mhm. So they asked me what time I want to go to bed. I say, oh well, I guess 11 o'clock will be fine. You know, I just want to come back home. And as many that was on earlier, they didn't come back on. I know a lot of people have to go to work and stuff. You know, this is Monday, so a lot of people have to go to work. But we were having such a wonderful conversation, and it beats like that sometimes. Um, what we will do, hopefully Friday we'll be able to come on and um, it'll be a better, audience and stuff like that. I appreciate everyone, but a lot didn't come on back on the second time, and if it is, I can't tell because I'm in here, I'm hooked up totally different than what we is at home, so I really can't tell. To be honest with y'all, um, I see people on, but I don't see nobody saying nothing. Isn't anybody I don't see nobody saying nothing. So I'm talking to myself. So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna hang up. Listen at me tonight. I'm gonna hang up. What's about? I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna hang up. Oh y'all, I'm gonna hang up. But anyway, yeah, we'll come back. I'll be back on tomorrow, and we'll get it together then. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this one because um I don't I don't know. We got people from I see people on that one I'm seeing on here. I don't know how to see what's going on. Okay. I know when I hang up. So anyway, I love y'all and I'm getting out of here, okay? All right. Bye bye.